So we're going to take communion in a minute, and I always do a question of the week, and I want to ask again, what is communion? And I want to do it in the context of this. Jesus is our King. He's coming back. He's given us a table at which he sits. It was the Jewish Passover. It's now the Christian Lord's Supper. And at that, he feeds us, he forgives us, he strengthens us, he unites us, he shepherds us. And this thought occurred to me. This is not a table for the kings of this earth. I wasn't invited to Davos or to the G20. I did have a photo on the screen of all the leaders of this world, and I was going to superimpose me in the middle of it just to see if you noticed. But I wasn't invited there. I have been invited to some posh do's at times. Once it was supposed to be with the Queen, but it was the Queen's representatives, but it was all, I'll tell you about it another time. But it was just really weird. It was just strange. I had a strange dream last night. This is true. I don't apologize for telling you this because it was so strange, but it fits this. I was invited to a posh do in a castle in Switzerland. I don't know, I've got these grandiose ideas. And with some rich people I know, I won't mention who they are. You wouldn't know them anyway. And it seemed really strange. There was luxurious food, but I couldn't get a seat at the table. None of the rich people would let me sit with them. And so they put me at another table. And it was with people who were smelly and a bit off and, poor and everything else. And at first I didn't like it, and then I loved it. And then the birds started cackling and I woke up. But I'd like to have seen how that dream ended. But it is a picture, isn't it, though, of what Christ does. He doesn't say, hey, kings of the earth, you come and sit at my table, and you poor people, let's see if you can earn your way up. He invites the poor. That passage that we read from Luke, he invites the poor. It's not to say he doesn't invite the rich. The rich can become Christians. It's just a lot harder for the rich than it is for the poor. But we must kiss him. That is, we bow in homage, we give up our autonomy and become free in him so that we may feast with him. The missionary Jim Elliot, before he died, wrote this. It's a well-known quote, many of you will know. He is no fool who gives up what he cannot keep to gain that which he cannot lose.